Hi Scorpio, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Scorpios, it's a very interesting month. We've got 3 moons this month. And we're beginning up the month with a full moon that is there in your house of day-to-day chores. And this is also the house of health. And it is joining Mars, which is retrograde till about November 13th. Now, full moon in this part of your house, it indicates it's going to be bringing to surface any work that you may have been neglecting, or, even if you've been neglecting your health and well-being. And it's often a time when we can see now the benefits to anything that we have been working towards. And it could be a work goal, it could be a health goal, or a fitness goal, or even a lifestyle habit. It's a perfect time to be breaking a bad habit, Scorpios. A full moon over here, it illuminates that anything you may be unaware about, it could be an underlying issue, a fault in the project, work colleagues, the changing environment, or even perhaps something to do with your pet. This is something which will come to clarity as of now. Sometimes this can also be an indicator of changes in work that you do to or to the workplace in itself. It's things that you weren't aware about, and that sort of come up to the surface with this transit. On the 3rd of the month, we have Venus that is there in your house of groups of friends, so lovely transit, and you'll have a wonderful set of friends, and you could have a chance of even meeting someone who you really enjoy spending your time with, and it could be a group with whom you share a similar interests or similar causes, or you want to fight for the same causes together. And you may not be very passionate during this period though, and it could be that if you begin to start to date someone really new, you're going to be very slow about building up the rapport first. You're not going to be just sort of rushing it in. You could also begin dating someone that you have been friends with for a long time, and maybe you like them or they liked you. On the 14th, we have a Mercury Retrograde, which is there in your own house. It's a house of self, and how you approach the world may need to be rethought right now. So consider a change of image, do some research, but perhaps wait until the retrograde is really over before looking especially for a drastic haircut or even a drastic image makeover. Take a long look in the mirror, Scorpions. The most thing is whether you are happy with what you see. You may find yourself tripping over words or unable to express yourself in a way you would like. You worry about how you're coming across to others. There is a growing sense that you would like to express a part of yourself that perhaps you haven't allowed to come out. You may feel like the way others perceive you doesn't reflect who you are really on the inside. Now, Mercury retrograde in this house of self, it can bring the inside out together, restoring confidence. On the 16th, we have a new moon that is there in your house of behind the scenes and spirituality. This is the house of compassion. It's a period of review. It's a period of letting go, of embracing and recharging one's spiritual and by extension physical batteries. Focus now on fulfillment through service, empathy and awareness of others' needs. But it can also be a time of withdrawal and some sort of retreat in a social sense, depending on your personal and your natural predisposition. So some of you may not just want to be interacting a lot with people. You would just like to sort of keep your own counsel and just, be in your own company. It's a great time to do some soul searching. It's a great time to be going for those long walks in the forest and just doing some introspection. Some kind of a soul searching is in order, and the urge to find some level of emotional balance or emotional peace of mind will be apparent. There is more of a sensitive portion of the new moon, and it's best to find out some sort of peace for the soul in preparation for the new moon in this house of self. On the 23rd, we have Sun that joins Mercury in this house again. So again, a lot of conversations, maybe Sun will give you that courage, that clarity to be able to speak your truth. Maybe you will really sort of let others see the true you. If you've been shy, if you've been hesitant to share yourself with the world, this is a time, Scorpios, that you will have that courage. On the 31st, we have a full moon that is there. This is the third moon, and it is joining Uranus in Taurus, and this is happening in your house of partnership. Now, Uranus is he's the mad scientist of astrology. He's the wild boy of astrology, and Uranus does its transit it comes after 84 years. So maybe depending on how old we are, it will visit us once in our lifetime, and it stays for 7 years, ensuring that all the lessons are learned truly. So Uranus transiting this part of your chart, and it carries on being so till about 2026. You're going to be experiencing disruptions on a one-on-one relationship, even especially for those of you who are in partnership and collaborations, and even those of you who are married. And some of you would part ways with a partner. There could be disruptions in your relationships. There could be breakups. Some of you could be breaking up with your friend, and there could be sudden lawsuits. And money could become an issue in your relationship. Now, it's a time that you will also find that your partner is being very unpredictable. Maybe it's your partner who initiates a breakup. Maybe it's your partner who needs too much of space, or your partner becomes cold or distant, and your partner would generally sort of keep you at an arm's length. And they can just be a lack of cooperation from your partner's side, and they could just be this kind of a silent rebellion that could be going on. For some of you, you may think that you knew your partner all along, but during this the Uranian phase, you just feel that all of a sudden you don't know this person that you're living with. So it's a time to be tightening your cosmic seatbelts, dear Scorpios, and the best way to work with the Uranian energy is to be authentic, to be adaptable, and go with the flow. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Scorpios. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.